Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to our Master the Art of Safety Observation series, in which we are improving our skills in identifying, recording, and reporting professional safety observations at worksite. These observations are basically the form of proactive monitoring intended to proactively identify any areas of improvement, gaps, or deviations from our adopted HSE standards that we have implemented so that we can promptly correct them to ensure the effectiveness of our HSE systems. These are also the part of daily routine work of our site HSE team, and generally we refer these observations as informal inspections. Let's go and see what safety observations our safety team have identified today, how they recorded and reported them. This observation is categorized as a high risk, labeled as a material excavation collapse and fall hazard. Same are the hazards here. Immediate causes, unsafe fact, unsafe conditions, both are present there. So what is the issue? So it is basically multi-layered critical hazard observation. At our work site, we have implemented a very comprehensive standards approved by the client. And as per these standards or procedures, excavation edges must be kept clear minimum of the 3 feet at all the times. And no stacking or height of the stacking will exceed the height of the barriers placed there. At the same time, for any work above 1.8 meter, fall protection and fall arrest systems must be implemented. Here in the situation, we can see that our construction team removed the big heavy shutters approximately 1 ton each, and then they stack them very close to the edges of the excavation at some points 1.5 feet only. And also the height of the stacking is exceeding the height of the barrier, reaching to the 7 feet. At the same time, carpenters are doing some fixing work on the top of the shutters without any fall protection or fall arrest system. So this situation is posing serious fall hazard, excavation collapse, material collapse, and also serious non-compliance. Location is area 2. Consequences, suspected collapse of the material into the excavation, and then collapse of the excavation wall or big chunk of the stone or the part of the wall due to extra pressure, and also at the same time fall of the worker. These may result into even multi-fatality incident or serious injuries or disabilities. Also, it is a case of very serious non-compliance, and NCR is suspected anytime. Action taken, safety team immediately removed the worker from the top and reported the issue and notified the area in charge to restrict any access to the specific location, and then implement the safe work procedures effectively. Relocate the shutters to the safe location safely, and mandate the use of full body harness for any work above 1.8 meters. For the teams involved, trainings were recommended on work at height and fall protection, excavation safety, and safe work method statement. All the actions are ongoing, so the status of this observation is open, but safety team is frequently following up and monitoring the situation. At the same time, as it is very serious observation, so it is reported as a near miss. So a comprehensive action plan is implemented to ensure to prevent the reoccurrence in the future. This observation is labeled as environmental impact, and hazard here is dust hazard. Immediate cause is unsafe condition. What is the issue here? Excavator is piling the aggregate fill material without any dust control measures in place. It is a windy day, so causing environmental impact. Location is area 1. Consequences, this dust can cause serious health issues. Also, it is a case of non-compliance. The team immediately reported the issue and notified the area in charge and environmental department to enforce the safe work procedures and implement the dust control before resuming the activity. They responded positively, but as the action is ongoing, so the status of this observation is still open and HSE team is following up. This observation is labeled as fire and electric hazard. Same are the hazard here. Immediate cause is unsafe condition. What is the issue here? Tower light is in use and its generator is not grounded. Also, there is no firefighting equipment available nearby. Location is area 3. Consequences: in case of any fault or malfunction, chances of electrocution, electric shock, equipment damage, and fire and explosion. Also, it is a case of non-compliance. Action taken: a team immediately reported the issue and notified the electrical supervisor to enforce the safe work procedures and verify the inspection of the equipment and install appropriate grounding. Also ensure that firefighting equipment is available and nearby all the times. Uh, Electric team immediately responded and ensured that they are fixing the issue. But as the actions are ongoing, so the status of this observation is still open, and HSE team is following up on this issue. This observation is positive observation, a good practice labeled as safe worker. A worker involved in a paint activity wearing all the appropriate PPEs effectively. Location is area 1. Positive impacts: first of all, health conscious worker wearing all the PPEs, so it will prevent them from any harmful impacts of the hazardous substances. Also, it demonstrates a commitment to the HSE. Recommendations: reward and recognition for the worker for the reinforcement of this positive behavior. Also, share this practice with other teams via TBT to motivate them as well. Now, beyond noting these observations, one should have a very good idea that these observations are very powerful tool in HSE management. Basically, these observations are our complete track record of past, present, and future performance history. These observations help us in identifying the root causes if we face any significant or persistent deviation or problem in our system. At the same time, these observations guide us toward the corrective actions if there are any minor changes, deviations in our system, so that to ensure that our systems are always consistent and sustainable. So, as a safety professional, it is very important for you to develop your skills in taking observations of the professional level. So, that was it for today. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.